Hada okesigi aita Thursday na aslim the modo tijik hunne hada okesigi hehat gedini do kashin 1 o'clock 5:30 hodon kinant hanen kichahona ne do tlis queen zonshin hanada sokis horoy Dr. Nygren Administration President horoy hanen kichananishli. There has been much misinformation in the public related to the CKP insurance. As many as 15,000 farmers and ranchers have received emails from CKP insurance, which contains false information about benefits under the pasture range forage insurance program. To our Navajo farmers and ranchers, I need you to know that our insurance is not being canceled. Despite the information that is being shared on the radio and on social media, you will continue to receive your benefits. Please contact the Navajo Department of Agriculture with any questions or concerns. We will work with the Department of Ag to ensure that your concern is addressed. Dia hodonle peshaneda do nalsosta bi de kuigusim sado yat egido in atlo sado to hajo sada dalyagi datit ada hodo peshnahonne hodobana hat enigi enle naltlonshido dak etan kheda hollongi do beni nachinle alla insurance bigast higi khadil yado beni nach dasla peso shihonna da no sene digi shitsa nachholya no da sada dista edo hot eda ati di CKP insurance but ninde nachholyande anni digi nal nishla banadet ebeni na to kitchen iliedo nakana go edo nacho ne hot zade a honanat o nakana igedo di to hot enigi insurance nanel kim to horoban sa case ja sate insurance chidda big ist digi na hijilne sate yo linle ha ishe bin ya si yego illon bekena ishle jenizi le sachonade stal bahillenigi ya hodol nil ebekaho digi lanate stel jenizi ho hot on hallo strashi chedet at bekast hot oban sa kes do na khada not khana wa honanet edul at the ayon dot at the night deshkilta no so Navajo Department of Agriculture which da hotosne digi da dos keltishit at no so ado do beshen eden de tiho ya shishil has anigi the nebenant abel has anigi shit da hotosne isla ahuiche where a large beshen neda nedi tito na ide kidida nei lasle ebich da hotosne in 928-871-7000 nije don na ide kido haishin dis agi ado asto shit na hoto neta no so beshen negi bekada do sito wa nikiche hanena do nilo bajo da no sindole so di shi si yego ta shi binina si de quigo shi beshen neda bi da di sa donald so sta da bekado de quigo shi sa do ya at egi do sad na atloigi det hodo bajo da no sindole le beso do lada ben ke khana go di de tak donald loshin ke da holonigi benina CKP insurance and nal go la hot enigi nal honanat ke khana na wotolo aro banta he hot khana wotolo hodo ya hajo ben ke chates shin hoto nasko na hol justole. Upcoming holidays or appreciation days. November 29 is Native American Heritage Day. Dishe hodonle nes nana khedoba ayata largest latin hazoben an linde President Obama but no leshinal sos khedi lago le da inishkone digi khwa alsai the modo dinchigone le kashmish yajabatnaho aropis kan da inishkone di Native American Heritage Day be yot jetole no hoto be his ani hedi la ekad dishjede hoto an hehenni betshkles nenegi digi jod be ol to halkida ahod da bagande do ke da hat inde da dinil zeno alse ho ke da hat ene be khanni to le no hedi la shin hoto November 29 be khanni to le is going to be Native American Heritage Day. Local announcements. Missing Navajo people reports from the Navajo Police Department this week from the Kayenta Police Department. 17-year-old Annalita Bedoni was last seen Saturday, November 9 in Kayenta, Arizona. She is 5'3", 180 pounds with hazel eyes, black hair. She was last seen wearing all black clothing. If you have any information, call the Kayenta Police Department at 928-697-5600. Dishe hojotene bodaho ya doche hadap khahigi dishe it's Atapinachego Annalita Bedoni Leta Mo Yashanta November 9 Todinesh Erade Del Sande Nohane Alias Laubachim out of 5'3", 180 pounds out of Banae Hazel but see Jen Lebe Eri Hadet Egi at in the Legion or Hadet in the no Ben Kilchone Dal Sando Hodena Rado Hodel Sail Sande Hat Northern Hanet and K Daholoe Todinesh Salab has Anigibich the 928-697-5600. Found Navajo people. Gary Henry Begay has been located and he is safe. Gary Henry Begay. No, Benahos Zendo Yat Eho Nat Ati Narado Begay Tratanatza Noda Ben Kisnahone. Frequently asked questions of the week. Who do you contact for missing, murdered indigenous relatives? Dishe hojo naide deshkil nenegi le kheda da chehada bedkhado bedaho yato badna nesh khalto het ola khotesh nitaje khonnegi daje akhol nota no senegi hoje dahotosne 928-686-8563 or tipstip.npd@navajo-nsn.gov adonle at Statin Hahatzoba Kada and Naa Woigi Ebeshanegi 928-955-2629. For case related questions, refer to the Name Us website at namus.nij.ojp.gov. Eshin hot on le khit ola shikato walto cheshik edan linigi hadabkhado betaho yatano sinigi hoto hanen hit hot en shilto ashil shilaz anigi Yolanda was yao ahwich shanaznish atkhana ganna shanaznish John Lee Salada the never Washington but Salabas anigida sa andaz what dot o the yindaz nishtot ne khada huisoda bekea bakada nan nishta be da hallodo kandaz loida hot enigitla ashish anigi aslade shanaznish hot o ende so ashish anigida bich in the hotosne hoda na ididesh kiltana so to abohonetza. Life lesson: stay active to improve your well-being this season. Dishe hodo na ntinigi sata qait oda na hoinado alada bansis kesi do shishwita do toshan na kha jinzo dan jagada jobe an sinzinigi ben kha to wosligi oda ayo khadina to na bohne zada nan leoda le de babagano de shwalton le zeloda tselchi that has kandon le khawga da de shato na ganje the Haljin, Nesnada the Haljin, not Dean the Haljin, the Quigushin, Kadin Nasto, Odan Jarao, Don Le Johona, Ada, Betsano, Denigi, Ben Kayahot, Eto Nilchi, Yat Egi, that Oda, Jarao, Nji Nado, Eben, Ketayahot, Eto Licho, in Nekayat Egi, Arosto, Napohonet, Zado, Toda, Besada, Neholoda, Le, the Nebeke of Kanjono, the Hodis Sestan, Le Monument Valley, that the whole, yeah, Canyon de Shea, Lake Powell, Antelope Canyon, Four Corners Monument, Little Colorado Gorge, no, hot oda, Ntsisto, Nsaha Kesigi Ben, Nkaman Hassan, Bakau, the Hodil Sesto, Hoda Dikat, Bitchin Halls, just a Hewin, Zinigi Bitchin Halls, Jeshigi, hot o, and the Kaya hot etel, no, hodo, Nantin, life lesson, Nenegi, hot on, Kitchonanish, Lato Litoria, Kahan Saha Kesto, Nintaya hot etel, and soy, hot o, San Kitchahushla, Eho Adolish. Few of the week's accomplishments. On Wednesday, I testified before the U.S. Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works in Washington. Ne Washington, atanda ade hoan nahaz tanigi lek at ashlatin nache le at en ashlatin hazo bakao toyat eho da dil nicht no hot na benant an linde Gerald Ford no hot o an ketoban hat enigi adon he betses hat nenigi dort the nenni lenigi else nikich holga behez ani hat nenigi aro beta dil nish an hin ketobik edadid idl an hin ketro yat eho de lanigi nda nil idon del katolil noda hot on helto be de nil nish aro not ani dan lenigi de one has tanigi biche ebedini kanda sta asat ata nache to at end peso penton nishigi don khan kich hol neta to snido den kich honal khashet o kedene be ke ba yat eho khoyadat egin dal khato nda nil intolel edab ohegi hajo at end kich khoda to sil to ayo belatende so khayat etolel de shnoye hoto not ani betaton niado biche hasti donle shiga hasa kegi so be khastigin lesto na so hot o ya yadalke di tro nenigi hajonat litolel no hot o behanniho ade khanne ishla. At this year's Navajo Area IXS Fiscal Year 2027 Budget Formulation Meeting, the Navajo Department of Health, Navajo Nation Veterans Administration, Division of Children and Family Services, and I advocated for funding. The Flagstaff, the Hoto, Zeich in Betcheslis, Nenegi IXS, Gitades, Ing, Hoto, Nebich Huishla, Arosheslo, Shandaz, Nishido Shata, and Nishigi Department of Health, Veterans Administration, do Children and Family Services, no. Sabich Hodelia, D.I. Yesi, an hit the nenny Linigi, as Khan Dale, what Dobohonet, Zambi gato lech, no, John Lee, the Nebeke of a Kada Yat Ehon, Zeish Inbison, has Adole, Adon, his Tweedon, his Sani, the Le, na Nishide, La Do, Hajo, Bekedas, Tegi, the Medicare, Medicaid, Hat Nenigi, Don Le VA insurance in the last so Hat Nenigi, Yego, Beket that neat, Edo Khan Dale, what Don Le, Zeish in the Quigush. Kin ke become 638 no de yosgero as kan del wotole adon lake and anita azel in anin the has niligi Dilcon Medical Center binad dot alto Sage Memorial Hospital hajo ato nilto yat eho to nitonle anin dot al nenigi not ne George the Gallup Indian Medical Center ai yesip bin the dil nestok adinal sosaida nasko no taho kushinana hegon jono sa auto nil no no the but the inish adon lake item das nishigi paraway gap echo cliffs the got a sneak kada she snigo hol jeshon jono need ado so pebble bentaro health center hot on jono kitene big test idon saha case don le nastas lingida ado stuido sani doga ani hanot anigida at ispa yanigi job and has adlich no IHS Navajo area beslasit da inishenda. I also signed a proclamation to proclaim November as Diabetes Awareness Month at the Navajo area IHS fiscal year 2027 budget formulation meeting. Ado lin da inishenda le IHS betato hasito ze inda not ani dan linigi when shahaz anigi proclamation no di it nebenant adito yan se case di jingo ne yos kasago ne be khade de shlito dikan and le shile kanida you started 100,000 honelan kitene peche na hot igi ya hajo ya hoda dil ni hajo tan sa case to chiyan ya dat egi chil dat enigi don dan seigi da laten de to athatin da haljenda o da khada di khadat o dan del nisto na adat ondigi da hot on jono ke alchina da no seligi do ka hod dischin da mado jada no senigi do chedo masanida abonne anito da hui na yat eton noya hot on not so hadishla. Major projects I'm working on. The Office of Navajo Tax Commission is making sure fuel companies follow the rules and stay in compliance. This year, Inaz Khabas has anigi, Laja Shanaz Nishigi, a Toda Inaha Kahigi, Hajo do Le Hanoda, Junli, a Toda Banda Hanigi, Digi, Hajo, not Bekahoda, Eho Ato Bekahoda, Labikitas, Tigi Jo, Hot Onjuno, Hoyat Egi de Banda Hanito, a lad the hot hot oin get chidido. At King Bacau, the Taded Kahigido, Nahot Italy, no, Dikan Inal Tram, at Ho, Bahelenigi Eka Trats at that, the Milan Sa, Honela, the Neba Washington, Yan Nahin De, DAP, the Neba K Bacau, the on the Baca Yetlim, Hot Oda Hajo, at Chiat Kito, at Ho, the Banda Hanigin, Jono Basin Dale, Nishayat, Eto, Beninachin, Jono, the Neba K Bacau, Nanish de Yos Leader, no, Hot O, Yindal Nishe, that he, but the Inishto, Hot Odo. Several of my administration's division directors collaborated to bring resources together for entrepreneurs at this year's tourism conference hosted by the Division of Economic Development. Dishe hojenli atron nehwa keda hat enigi lechi don hwan jono basho di dege dene chan da kredon da galdo beni nacha da peso to nicht odo da khan nata el tegi het ola to le no shin kha naz ne lebanon adan lenigi don le na nishaita de yos yerigi hajol khel da hodil ne no salauda large shake des igida ada hollonde ado na nishadnol chalto na nishhondo le nenegi large shanaz nishgi to ada na gande ado stonle kiyata bike dest igi yat do le nenegi to large shake des ada na gande khot on jono at en nebeke baka na nishte yosye do bani nachda kedene apin that oda na nishbe da hollonde no ada khilnda hazne dogat ati beda inni stobeni nachin lada ban nachin ban sanna ha kesto lekha no hot obas ho aro ara na hiso credo skilin da so snegi hen gedini to lek hot skilin da huil ne do skilin del ne a shwa de nebeke ba kan jono hol to hot. The Navajo Indian Child Welfare Act program completed 21 court hearings, 7 home visits, set up 3 new cases, attended 37 meetings and/or trainings, completed 4 enrollments, and had 5 case closures. Deshe hojon atin na nishn schagi beta inishigi le ankin khas anigi the Neba Washington satat o the kalchindo khar shiketa hat enigi ba mado ba jado bitsandal to khader bchhodo ni no hajob ke dest ingi she kushina khayada ani khadalya John Lane ad betsish nenegito at the nen linigi eda belchin dan di nilo at the nen linigi bich hotol nil noda hot ok and not din asa am leba nahast in don le sostida and halchin the hadisi lede kid hat enegito ba khayanigir belkilin da hosil ne do bandan ni kha ado tha go to anni khanadelia hot on juno da inni ston kalchin dan linigi dat nil zuna khit ola bishet alchin yes netan le deshi ayo khaishe benina hweda belagana belke hasht idle shila dodan zinda at netan lodan sha halyado le no hoto at khata hal negido Navajo Ikwa program bandas nishgi khado le huije kina nishkeda not odo khalchinda ban nada not khaharshi o de keda hat in de ke ashon shi bichinda hausne shmaya jedo shta da shanan is tra huin zonshin khan sa kes khado le Navajo Veterans Liaison Olin Kiyomi met with Navajo Code Talker Museum Board, Navajo Division of Community Development, Navajo Land Department, Dibble and Chief of Staff. Dishe hojo khizad be honez nadon khizad be nazbach nene kadana kideitzi Navajo Code Talkers and nenegi hwaye le yot hojo bkhahot zoje nahast de mil sa honela beson kich holya Governor Lujan ado so yeho wanda not ani dan loda de kwigoshin yeho wando de wan aje not ani dan linigi yen ka jegi le kushina de zedon jono chide dil inti hajo Navajo Code Talker Museum hajon dot at no kaya baho zelo kaya la chide dit no ebita inish khodoye kaya baho zeno do kadle nach do le bekaho kin dot at no da jono hadil yage khodo hanen kich hona do nit ekat hoto bita inish do dikachi kushina khedi to bayat kyo bekese zedi and at the Ahona kina Ashenda Ashon, says Hadadi Kato di Ani, kin dot Ashodot Nidoyasi, Baheta needs in the Salat on the Ahote, a Yoshi babe, Betrayada hot eto, Betiada hot eto, Eyahodo, Betainish. Upcoming events. This Monday and Tuesday, the New Mexico Indian Affairs Department and I will participate in a government-to-government tour. Dishe hojon mobis kanedo domodo na jingo ne le yo tojo khahot zoja a large governor bada inishigi atin ke dest do beso da han chado be enigido kalchinda ultra ikida des igidon le studo sanida ke dest igi a large yandas nishigi Governor Lujan yandas nishigi the Neba Washington sabran hot zande are beskeshinda hotish ne don le the nebe ke baka yo tojo ha zoji she are the nedan linigi banda nit khalo het olan jono eskesna an nishto le nenigi jo yo tojo kha zoja khayu kushi the mil san ke honda il an kha hot het olan jono chi de dil in to ben na chada holo nesigi nata nenigi hot oshin belko atole ado to besmas anchi belt are beskeshin da hot desne to Ishibe Hehan Kadini the Ado Hodo Shido Bel Inash Inigi Jasmine Blackwater Nygren Do Shidon Kashindo not ended Nebeke become Yat to Heha do the Neba Washington Bandas Nishgi Hajosk that not in do Yat Ehoch Yatil Kidon Jono Eskan Del Royat and Bohone Zanito Abohone Anito the Nebaka Yedo the Nedabach Yat Hito Hot on Jono Yat Eto Lesson so Hot Ado Sashi Kesh Mishiaje Kanaita da Osleto Stasina Kedamot at the Hatzinde. Hot end Kedan Leniginon Kalchinda and Hanada Hakahigi a Hedo Lit Hodoit the Nebenant at Dr. Boo Nygren Hujit Thursday 1 o'clock 5:30 Hada Okisigi Eshibedo Lit do Kikina the Hojut Lo do the Yin Kistalon Nasco Anot end Nana Katolit Hakone Yate Shikedo Sudane Aro
Oh Good afternoon. This is Michael Anderson, the Executive Division Director for Public Safety, as appointed by Dr. Boo Van Nygren. I want to say good afternoon. Also take this time to wish everybody happy holidays with the impending Thanksgiving weekend next week. I know families and friends and offices are getting together to celebrate this time of the year where we give thanks to everything that we have and what we have going on in our lives and our families and our communities. So I want to extend an appreciation to all the members of the Division of Public Safety, the 7 departments that we have in the division, from law enforcement, criminal investigations, internal affairs, Department of Corrections, emergency management, fire and rescue, our EMS, emergency medical services as well, for all that they do throughout the year. Each member of each department in that division, from our commissioned uniformed officers to our non-commissioned civilian staff that helps out in the offices, to you and your family, we ask that you take this time and appreciate their services that they provide for our public safety across the Navajo Nation. They're going to be working when everybody else is at home enjoying their day off or enjoying time with family. I understand that these people have taken an oath upon themselves to serve and be readily available in those situations where everybody else is home enjoying time off. And we want to make sure that we extend that appreciation to each and every one of them wherever you're at. So again, Sago, I try to extend that message each time I meet with them in different meetings, but I'll take this opportunity as well as we go into Thanksgiving and Christmas next month. And then New Year's, we're going to start out the new year with some new opportunities to work together. And that's kind of what I've asked my different departments to do as we go through each year, is work together and complement and assist each other and working towards providing public safety for the general public. And I'd ask you, Shikato, as you're out traveling, as you're visiting with family, make sure you visit your extended family, our grandparents, our aunts and uncles who are out there. Make sure that they're prepared for the upcoming winter, whether that be from firewood to water for livestock, hay, grain, food for the family, warmth in their house. Make sure that their kids are well prepared as well as they go to school or they wait for the bus. Make sure that they have the right jacket to address the inclement weather. When the weather's bad, we need to make sure that our families are properly dressed and properly fed, and that they're prepared to go to school, to go to work, or even if they're just staying home, that they have all the essential needs of being prepared for these winter months. Inevitably, there's going to be potentially bad weather, and we need to make sure that you have information as to who to contact with Department of Emergency Management. Our director for emergency management is Sharon Sandoval. They provide those services in major incidences like snowstorms, floods, or heat-related events throughout the year. So their team is working to prepare and get ready for the upcoming winter season. Of course, our police officers, led by Police Chief Ronald Silversmith and his team, the 7 districts that are out there, the lieutenants and the commanders that are out there. We ask them to. We appreciate them as well as what they're doing. And Chief John Williams in the fire department, as well as Director Dr. Gray Eyes with the Department of Corrections and her team. And here at the Division of Public Safety, we have Deputy Division Director Michael Henderson assisting us in a meeting with the different departments within the division to make sure that we're moving along, that we're updated and accomplishing the task at hand for all of the departments. And also want to mention Malcolm Leslie, who is the delegated director of criminal investigation, his team as well. Eric Francisco, the commander of our internal affairs, and Chris Cascoli from Emergency Medical Service. We really appreciate all their attention to the services and their staff as well. So I want to highlight a couple things that have come across my desk in the last few weeks. I was advised yesterday that we're working on commission cards for some of our officers in the Naval Police. These commission cards are actually through the Bureau of Indian Affairs. They're called Special Law Enforcement Commission, which is an important classification for officers as when they're doing investigations. If there's a situation that potentially goes to court, it identifies them as a federal officer. So we have our command staff here at headquarters working on ensuring that our officers are getting commissioned properly through, again, Bureau of Indian Affairs. Appreciate their efforts, and congratulations to those officers that are newly commissioned, as well as those officers that have had that commission across the board. And we really appreciate their diligence to making sure that their credentials are in order and in place. We have some new officers that are going to go through the academy, graduating tomorrow. I want to extend an early appreciation and congratulations to the family of those officers for supporting them as they move through the academy, and now they go into field training with their respective districts and learn how to be police officers out there serving the Navajo Nation. So we'll be graduating a class tomorrow. And again, I want to say thank you to the academy staff or the Navajo Police, the commanders involved in that, as well as Chief Silversmith and the officers as well. And one other thing I want to mention, Chief John Williams. I visited him yesterday, and he unfortunately he started out with a class of 5, went down to 3, and yesterday there was just one recruit left in the fire department. But as I visited that and I talked to that recruit, and I just emphasized the importance of the task that he's taken on in serving the Navajo people and serving in the capacity as a potential firefighter. and not to be dissuaded, not to be discouraged that he's the only one. In fact, use that as a strength to understand that he's taking on, as well as those police officers that are going to be graduating tomorrow, are taking on a responsibility to serve the Navajo people in the times of emergency. So I really appreciate the efforts that are being put forth to those recruits. What I would ask you as a community that I'm talking to now, help us promote the opportunities to recruit new officers in all of our departments across the board, not only as police officers, but as firefighters, corrections officers, as well as emergency management, our emergency medical services, whether it's a paramedic, an ambulance driver, somebody that works with our statistics in a different department. We have a lot of opportunities to fill some vacancies within the Division of Public Safety. And I really appreciate your assistance. I've said this time before, if we can get at least one, better yet, two different recruits to apply from each of the 110 chapters, that's 110 to 220 potential new employees that can help in the Division of Public Safety serve as correction officers, as police officers, as emergency management, as emergency medical service. Those opportunities are there. And I know there's individuals that are out there. So I would encourage you to help us recruit and bring those people on board so that they can be a bigger part of our program here within the Navajo Nation and providing public safety for the Navajo Nation. And so I want to say thank you again to all of our staff that's out there that are there on a 24/7 basis. And I congratulate the recruits that are going through training right now and those that are going to graduate tomorrow, and the tasks that you're taking on, the responsibilities that you're taking on to become members of the Division of Public Safety. And again, I wish everybody out there a happy holiday. I extend that from the President's office, Dr. Nygren, wishing you all a safe safe holiday weekend over the course of the next few couple months here as we go into Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we really appreciate his wishes as well as your participation in your communities. So, Shay Mike Anderson, Twitch eating and slow now, Kate, Napashin, Ashi, the Shichedo, Tua Hanada Shanala, Yat Edo, Yat Kishmish Yaja, Zashnito, he had Nana. Thank you.
Hey,